Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So here we are discussing the question total time on Codechef and the problem is of SQL. So the question states that you have a table submissions with 3 columns as follows. Problem name, which is having varchar, verdict varchar, and seconds int. As I explained before, varchar is the characters and the limit is given that it can have maximum of 255 characters. Same for verdict, and for seconds it is integer. In this, no limit is provided. And these are all submissions made by a single participant in the contest. Each row corresponds to each submission that they may have made. Different submissions can be on different problems. Verdict is always one of these: accepted, time limit exceeded, wrong answer, compilation error, or runtime error. Seconds refer to the number of seconds since the start of the contest what they made this submission. You are guaranteed that no two submissions have the same seconds. So we have different submissions. In each submission we have verdict as either accepted or time limit exceeded or wrong answer or compilation error or the runtime error. So total we have this 1 2 3 4 and 5 verdicts possible, and seconds are seconds which were in the submissions, like we made submission in 3 seconds or 4 seconds and so on. So since the start of the contest, the number of seconds and the time taken for a problem. Now we need to understand this clearly. Time taken for a problem is defined to be the earliest time when participant got an accepted verdict for the problem. So it needs to be the earliest time, means the minimum time in which the participant got it his or her problem as a verdict of accepted. So let's talk about the total time. So here the total time is defined as the sum of the time taken for the problem over all the problems that participant eventually got accepted. So our task is to output the total time. So we need to take the sum of the minimum time, which will be our total time. So let's think how to do this problem. So we need the minimum time of accepted. So first condition you have is where. For understanding where to use from, where and all these things, you can refer to the previous video. I'm just writing here roughly, I'm not writing the whole code. So where verdict, now we want to check if verdict equal to accepted or not, so we will write where verdict equal to accepted. So where verdict equal to accepted, and we group it by what? Problem name, because we need to have it for all the problems. So problem name, I'm writing it in short, you can write it fully. So what we need to select here, select problem name, let me write it as more short, pn, comma, minimum of seconds. So what we are getting from minimum of seconds? We are getting the minimum time. So what we got here? Time taken for a problem. So you can write it as, select this minimum second as what? As minimum time. So I am writing here as min t. And for all this thing, all this query will run, and what we will be getting? Minimum time. So I am writing, store this as minimum time. Now this bracket quantity is too big, so I am naming it something, this whole quantity we can name it as min 1, or you can take min 0. Okay, so we have taken this as min 0, so I will be writing min 0 instead of this. So let's remove this. So what we got here? The minimum time. Our first task is solved because we got time taken for a problem when accepted is the verdict. Now what we want is, we want to select the sum. So select, I'm not writing the whole select, you can write it, select the sum of what? Minimum time. Now what is the minimum time here? Min of t. Select sum of minimum time, and what we want as header as total time. Total time. And from where we want to select? From min 0. So whatever query I wrote there, instead of min 0, just you need to write that. So our query becomes select minimum sum of minimum time. So sum of minimum time is our total time. As total time, from, then after from, put a bracket here and start writing select problem name comma minimum of seconds as minimum time from submissions where verdict equal to accepted, group by problem name, in short min of 0. And after min of 0 ends, you can write as min time, and this query ends. So this is the solution. I hope you all understand how to write the query, and now you can write it yourself. Thanks for watching.